might be trouble now though. There might be trouble now. Hello everybody, I'm back in Spain after my French adventure, and more precisely I'm in San Agustín del Guadalix, which is a little town about 40 kilometres north of Madrid. Now it's near the Guadarrama mountain range. It's a nice little town, there's around 13,000 inhabitants here, and as you can probably imagine, nature lovers are really going to like this place. Now there are buses which run up from Madrid, but if you can get your hands on a car, then that's probably your best option. You can access some of the more remote spots, you can go walking in the mountains nearby, you can also go skiing near here in the winter, so it's basically a world away from the big smoke. So here we have the San Agustín parish church, 16th century if I'm not mistaken. So here we have the San Agustín del Guadalix building, and right next to it we've got this morning market. It's all happening here on this sleepy Sunday. Not so sleepy here though. So this is the imaginatively named Estadio Municipal San Agustín del Guadalix, which is San Agustín del Guadalix Municipal Stadium. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? You know, I'll be back home in a couple of hours, darling. I've just nipped down to watch a game at the Estadio Municipal San Agustín del Guadalix. So, Club de Fútbol San Agustín del Guadalix, translation, San Agustín del Guadalix Football Club. I think it's fair to say are a pretty modest club. They don't even have a Wikipedia page, which I think says everything in this day and age. Now, they've only actually been going since 1987, and like a lot of the clubs I've seen since starting this vlog, they've never actually been higher up the league ladder than they are now. And they hadn't ever been in Preferente, which is the league below, until 2 years ago, but successive promotions saw them reach Tercera for the first time ever last summer. Now, they stayed up pretty comfortably in their debut season. They ended up finishing 12 points clear of the relegation zone, but to be fair, last year the bottom four were absolutely hopeless. Today's game sees San Agustín take on Móstoles. Now, San Agustín have started the season with 3 defeats in their first 4 matches, which leaves them 16th in the table. Now, they did win their last home game by a 1-0 scoreline, but I'm a little bit worried because 3 of their 4 matches have finished 1-0, which frankly is not very exciting. Now, as I said, today they are taking on Móstoles. Now, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Móstoles because they've got a cracking big ground, one of the best I've seen in the lower league by far, and I've also been to 2 absolutely brilliant games there. Now, they were top of the table after 3 games. They took 7 points from the first 9 available, but they were thrashed 3-0 away from home last weekend, and they haven't scored a goal away from home yet this season, which again is a little bit worried. So both teams have scored in all of the games I've been to this season. I'm not feeling so confident today. Here we are, main stand. There's about 5 minutes to kick off. Let's jump in. Here come the boys, ready for war. We did get a round of applause, but I missed it. Móstoles are here in numbers. There's been quite a lot of this so far. Passing around the back, we're not any great pace. Should have passed around the back a bit more. Oh, nice ball, square it. Oh, it's got to get a touch on that, surely. It's like a cat sleeping through the air there. Oh, he's giving it a penalty. Pushing the back. And a yellow card. Straight in the middle. Sold the keeper a dummy there. I'll tell you something, both teams have been popping the ball around really nicely. Maybe a chance here. Oh, lovely goal. There's some great play in the midfield there, I think just before I started recording. Beautifully crafted goal there. Got to hit that. Left, left, left. That's it. Ah, too slow. It's end-to-end stuff here. Cracking stuff. Well, that was a really good first half, and fair play to these guys for playing at such a fast tempo, because it's really beaten down out here. Now, I think 1-0 is probably just about a fair result at half time. San Agustín, I think, started pretty well. They are really calm on the ball, you know, they're quite happy to play their way out and then work their way back and then start again. Never panic when they're in possession. They started off really well, were working the ball out wide quite well and getting balls, dangerous balls into the box. That's kind of stopped as the first half has worn on, and Móstoles have definitely come right back into it, and they finished the half the stronger. They really picked up the pace towards the end of the first half. Were knocking about really nicely. They've been always trying to find balls in behind, and they were never quite able to work an angle for it until they actually scored the goal. And yeah, they drew a lot of confidence from that, I think, and they definitely finished the half in the ascendancy. So let's hope for more of the same after the interval. Okay, so I think we've got the bar around here, which I think it's safe to say is not quite as impressive as some of the other grounds I've been to. Well, this is a novel situation. They don't seem to be able to stop the sprinklers, so this guy's just firing away into somebody's garden, maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe not quite. And I think the players are like, look, just leave them on, pal. That's it. I think we're ready to go now. Right, I've decided to venture out of the shade and make my way around just to try and get a different perspective. There we go. Well held. In fact, didn't hold it, did he? So yeah, I've decided to venture out of the shade and get a little bit of a different perspective, as I like to do. Risking my life for this channel, for you guys. Okay, view behind the goal was really not the best so far. It's pretty decent around here though. Nice view of the pitch. Got the parish church over there as well. Free season tickets for these boys. Maybe an interesting point to note. Oh no, wait a second. Pass. You've got to pass that. He's been clean through. Just an interesting point to note is that Móstoles are managed by Salva Ballesta, who played for Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, Valencia and Bolton Wanderers. You might remember him because he finished top goal scorer in La Liga in 99-2000, playing for Racing Santander, and he also got 4 caps for Spain. So he's disappeared there. You must have heard I was speaking about him. But that's pretty much as high profile as I think you're going to get in Tercera División in Spain. So I kind of naively said to myself, I'll watch the first half in the stand and I'll come round here for the second half, right beside this big Mercadona, which is a Spanish supermarket chain, because I do need to go shopping. In fact, I've got my shopping list with me, and I thought I'll see if I can nip out after the game's finished and hopefully get my shopping done. But it's just too hot around here. I'll just go back in the shade. Oh, well done. Oh, best chance of the half so far. And again. Oh, there it goes. Square it. No, you've got to pass that. 2 guys in good positions in the box. These guys are really wasting some good positions going forward on the break. Somebody just shouted, "You're so bad, fat arse." I'm not quite sure who was directed at, but it kind of tickled me. Well, that now is the closest they've come. Out of nowhere, San Agustín are putting on some serious pressure in the last few minutes. I think we're down to added time. Oh, there might be trouble now though. There might be trouble now. What are you playing at? Oh, you got lucky there, boy. You got lucky. So many times he made the wrong decision in those kind of situations. He did it again, but didn't matter that time. There you go, game over. Right, for most of that second half, I was actually thinking it hadn't been as good as the first. I think the last 15 minutes have changed my mind in that respect, because I think there was some real drama towards the end there. San Agustín were really pushing for an equalising goal. They were pinning Móstoles back in their own box at times. But obviously the breakaway goal that you saw there finished the game off. And I think Móstoles, before that, had quite a few chances to score in the counter-attack, and they were just continually making a mess of it. Having said that, I think they probably did deserve their victory. They created more opportunities in the second half overall. Were definitely more threatening going forward. So yeah, really good game of football. It might actually be the most technical game of football I've seen at this level, particularly on artificial surface as well. And as for the ground, it's maybe not the it's not the greatest ground to watch a game of football at. You've obviously got the running track, which leaves you miles away from the pitch at certain points. There's not a very big crowd either, but I'm not going to criticise at all, because it's a very small village, small town I should say, and a small club, so I think they're doing remarkably well even to get up to this level. As always, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you're new around here and you like what you've seen, please subscribe on YouTube and get following on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter and on Instagram. I will be back next week with another game. Don't know where, don't know when yet, but I will see you then.